Now, there's also been a bit of fun with Echo Entertainment, the Sydney casino company, and Crown, and it's been a case of letters to shareholders at 20 paces between the rival casino boards, Crown and Echo. Crown Chairman James Packer fired the first, demanding an EGM at Echo to get rid of Chairman John Storey, replacing with Jeff Kennett, accusing Storey of overseeing a period of serious economic underperformance. And then Mr Storey retorted, "Bring it on," adding that the exercise should be seen as Crown's desire to get its hands on Echo's licences without paying a premium to Echo shareholders. So there you go, the EGM showdown is set for July the 20th. How do you think that's going to go?
Well, I think it'll be interesting. I don't think Packer will get his way this time round. He's bought 10%. He's got to get probity from the New South Wales and Queensland governments to go any higher. I think he's probably learnt from Kerry Stokes' playbook, and he's had a bit of interaction with Stokes at Consolidated Media. He'll probably get up to 15, maybe 20%, creep, keep getting his people on the board, maybe Jeff Kennett, maybe someone else, and try and control the company without, as Echo points out, without paying a premium. Do
you think he's looking to Jeff Kennett on the board so he can get the approvals of the governments?
It's no coincidence. No coincidence that he's talking to a former Liberal Premier when he needs approval from Liberal governments. I think there's a relationship there, and we're never going to get to the bottom of that, but there's definitely a reason for it.
Well, he's got to maximise his chances, doesn't he? Perpetual says, you can buy the company, but you've got to pay a premium. Everyone sees a logic in merging those two companies. It's just a question of price.
You can control a company. If you through a war of attrition, you can remove directors who just get too tired. And it is difficult. I've been through it. I've had, in one of my former roles as a chairman of a public company, I had 5 EGMs in 6 months, and you take your eye off the ball. You can't manage the business. You're focusing on that the whole time, and the result is a depressed share price potentially. That's not quite happening just now because people think there's going to be a takeover. But eventually you end up in a situation where they just roll over, and then you put a couple of your people on the board, and then you get the directors to agree with what you want to do.
And that's what Kerry Stokes did at West Australian newspapers. I think he had 15% when he started, had a board that was dead set against him. He's ended up controlling it, and now it's part of the...
So you seem to think that Packer will eventually get there?
Look, I think he will, because it makes too much sense. Look, he's realised in Australia you're buying a casinos, they're local monopolies. Monopolies are great assets to own. In Macau, in Las Vegas, you're competing with dozens of other casinos. Australia, I think, is where Packer should concentrate his efforts.
And the thing is, John Storey's retort, lost a bit of its sting when Echo then came out and did a write-down and a downgrade as well.
It hasn't helped his cause.
No, not at all.
I noticed the journalists are out on strike at Fairfax this week. Why are you here, Nabila? Are you on strike?
I'm not on strike. As
You're scared then?
Yes. Look, it's obviously a really tough time for the media industry. We all know that. We're going through the changes ourselves, so it's part of how we do business now.